Hello everyone, my name is Nicholas from Exolvate Games team and welcome to a new C++ Unreal Engine 5 series. In this one, we are going to create a building system inspired by Make Code Simple, so all credits goes to him. I will try to make every part as short as I can, and the number of parts that will be in this series is unknown for now. So I think that I don't have anything else to say, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do, we need to create a new project where we are going to implement the building system. So I'm doing that in Unreal Engine 5.5. So I think that you're not going to have any problems if you're doing that in some other version. We need to open our Unreal Engine and in the Games tab, we need to basically select this third person because we need a third person character project. Here we need to select on C++ instead of Blueprint, so that's very important. And make sure that your starter content is not checked. So the very last thing that we need to do for now is to basically give a name to our project, and I'm going to name it something like building system. So I think that that's a pretty good name. Okay, so and just click on this create in order to create your project. Okay, so here we are inside our Unreal Engine. So our Unreal Engine is opened along with our code editor instance. Basically, I didn't explain what we are going to do in this part. We are just going to do some kind of a setup, and this is not going to be a long part. Okay, so we have a few steps to do, a few things to do. Okay, the first thing that we are going to do, we are actually going to create a new class that will be basically an actor component. So let's go to this C++ classes folder inside our content drawer, and let's open this building system folder. You will see that actually this folder is named the building system, and if you take a closer look, or if you have noticed, our building system, or actually our project, is also named building system. So name of this folder is going to inherit the name of our project. So let's open that, and inside that folder we are going to create every class that we are going to use in this building system series. So the first class that we are going to create will be an actor component. So how we are going to do that? Just right click on your mouse, then select this new C++ class, and here we are going to select an actor component, and an actor component is a reusable component that can be added to any actor. So we are just going to put some code in it, and that is basically a component that is reusable. Okay, so every actor that is holding that actor component will have that functionality that is implemented in that actor component. So let's click on next, and we are going to, or I am going to name it something like build component. You can give it some other name. Okay. So build component is pretty alright, and let's just click on this create class. Okay. Okay, so we have successfully created our actor component class, so the build component in my situation, and let's go to our code editor instance, or in my situation it is Visual Studio, and you will notice this message right here. It is basically saying to us that we have created a new class and that we just need to reload all the classes. So let's click on reload all. Not an important thing, just always click on that reload all. Here we are inside our build component classes. So you will notice that we have two files, and the one is build component.header and the other one is build component.cpp. Build component.header file is a place where we are going to declare some of the variables, functions, and many more. The .cpp file is a place where we are going to give values to those variables and functionality to those functions that we have declared here in the .header file. So you will see that here in the .header file, it is basically by the default the begin play override function is declared, and in the .cpp file we are going just to put in some functionality. Okay, so now the next thing that we are going to do, we need to go to our Unreal Engine, and now we need to open our built-in system character class. So just double click on this class right here, and if we go back to our code editor instance, you will see that now we have opened our building system character class. Okay, so now you will see by the default we have here many variables and functions declared, and in this .cpp file, like I said, this is a place where to those functions we are going to give some functionality and values to those variables that we have declared in .header file. And sorry if I'm talking too much, I'm just trying to help you because I don't know, maybe you're newbie to this whole world, and I will just try to explain you as much as I can. So now the first thing that we are going to do, we are actually going to attach this build component to our system character, okay, to our building system character. How we are going to do that? We need to go to our building system character.header, and we are actually going to declare that variable below the protected. So what is this public and protected? The public is variables or functions that we can access from any class, and the protected or basically functions and variables that are declared below the protected are the functions and the variables that we can access throughout the child classes of that class where we have declared those variables and the functions. So I hope that you understand that. So now let's declare a new variable, and that will be u build component. Okay, we need this star sign because this is going to be a pointer, and I'm just going to name it something like build component. Okay, so you will see that actually we have this red line below this u build component, and we are just here declaring a new variables. So I assume that you know how we are doing that. So basically we cannot use this uBuild component class because that is unknown in this class right here. So we just need to import that class by typing class and then uBuild component, and then we're just giving a name to our variable. And now in this variable we have stored the build component reference, and how we did it, why we are using this uBuild component and not something else, because I have named my build component to be the build component, okay, and I'm just going to type u and then the name of your component. So now we have successfully declared that variable, and we need to go back to our .cpp file of our building system character, and we are now going to do some code inside the constructor. So we have constructor, we have those functions that are not important at the moment, and we have the begin play, so where it is. Okay, so it is not actually declared, but we will declare it later or in some next part. The main difference between constructor and the begin play is basically constructor is being initialized whenever we compile our Unreal Engine, and the begin play is being initialized whenever we are beginning the simulation inside our Unreal Engine. Okay, so now we actually need to do some code inside this constructor. I'm just going to delete this comment, and we need to get this build component. Now we actually need to initialize that variable, because this is a pointer, and one rule of a pointers is to always initialize those variables that are pointers. So let's here inside the constructor type build component equals create default sub object. and inside those less and greater signs, so we need those less and greater signs. Inside those we just need to put in this uBuild component class, and on the end we just need to give a name to our build component inside the Unreal Engine. I'm just going to name it something like build component. Okay, I think that that's pretty alright. And now let's actually test it out if we have successfully attached our build component to our character. And actually, let's go to our build component class, and here we are going to print a simple string that is going to show us if we have successfully attached our build component to our building system character. So if that component is attached to that building system character, our print string is going to be shown. So how we can print a string? We need to get an G engine, and then we need this minus and greater sign. We need a function that is called add on-screen debug message. The first thing that we need to put in is a key. Just type -1, not an important thing. The next one is time to display, and it is going to be displayed for 5 seconds long. The next one is a color, and I'm just going to put the red color of our print string, and the last thing that we need to put in is just text of our print string. It is going to be something like test component is attached. Okay, and this is pretty alright. Now, like I said, we need to test it out. So I'm actually going to close my Unreal Engine. So let me close it, because I don't believe in live coding. So let's just simply close it. And now the first thing that we need to do in order to launch it again, we need to build our code. How we are going to do that? We just need to click on Ctrl+Shift+B. So you will see that many processes are now doing at the moment. So let's wait a little bit. Okay, so now let's build our code again. So, and actually I'm getting an error. So what is that? Let me just see. Okay, and I know what is actually the problem. Here in the .cpp file, in order to use this class, so this uBuild component, we need to include that class. Okay, so you saw that in the .header file we are using that uBuild component by importing that class. Okay, and now in the .cpp file we just need here to type #include, and then we just need to type in build component.header, or if your component is named differently, you just need to put in the name and .header on the end. And now let's build our code again. Okay, so now you will see that it has succeeded, and in order to launch our Unreal Engine, we need just to click Ctrl+F5. Okay, so here we are inside our Unreal Engine. Now let's finally test it out if we have successfully attached our build component to our character. So let's begin the simulation, and yeah, you will see that actually the print string that is saying test component is attached is being shown. So that means that we have successfully attached our component, and every functionality that is in that build component is going to be be triggered if we have that component attached to our character. So let's open our third-person character blueprint. So we need to actually go to this third-person folder and then open this blueprints folder and then this third-person character blueprint. And you will see actually that also we have here the build component that is attached, and how we attached this build component to our third-person character. We have something different. We have a building system character, and this is a third-person character, and that is because we are actually as a parent class for this third-person character, we are using this building system character. So that means that whatever we do inside this building system character class, our third-person character blueprint is going to inherit it. So that's a cool thing about that. And Now we are going to create something that is called input action. What is an input action? Input action is a thing that is going to help us to declare a specified button on which can we just activate the build mode. So for example, if I click my B button, or let me just begin the simulation, and now if I click my B button, my build mode is going to be activated. So we are declaring a specified button for our build mode activation. And for that our input actions are going to help us. So let's go to the input folder and then to this actions folder. You will see that here we have three input actions, for one for jump, one for look, and one for move. For example, this jump input action is for jumping functionality. So now if I click space, you will see that our character is being able to jump. How's that? That's because in our input mapping context, our jump input action is set to be on a space bar, and that's why we can jump. So now let's do that for our build mode activation. So for now, in this part, we are not going to put in or actually create any functionality about the build mode. We are going to do that in the next part, but yeah, we are just preparing for the next part for now. So let's open this actions folder. Let's duplicate this IA underscore jump, and let's name it something like IA underscore build mode. Okay. And I think that that's pretty alright. Let's open it and make sure that for these triggers we are, or actually for the value type, we are using this digital bool. So make sure of that. And now we can finally close this building system project. Let's close it. And let's go to our building system character.header. You will see that by the default we have those actions variables, and you will see why we are declaring that. So let's just copy one of these and let's name it something like build mode action. Okay, so that's pretty alright. Let's go now to our .cpp file, and here in the setup layer input component function, we are just going to copy one of these. And for the trigger event, we are going to use the started, and we are just going to put the build mode action instead of a look action. And now here on the end, we just need to put a function that is going to be triggered whenever we are triggering this build mode action. So we are going to declare a new variable below the protected. Okay, so let's just type void, and we are declaring it as a void because that function is not going to return anything. It is just going to trigger some logic. So void build mode. Okay, so something like this, and now so now we just need this semicolon on the end, and now we need to create a definition for that function, or basically a place where we are going to put in some functionality. So how we are going to do that? Right click on it, quick actions and refactorings, and create a definition of build mode. And what we are just going to do, we are going to print a simple string, and I'm going to copy this and paste it here because typing again is a little bit boring. So I'm just going to change the text to be something like input action build mode is working, and that will be pretty alright. And what we just need to do, we need to get this build mode, and whenever we are clicking on our button, that will be a specified button for activation for our build mode, that function is going to be triggered. And now I think that finally we have finished everything that we have. So now let's build our code and let's just launch our Unreal Engine. Okay, and now let's just do some things before testing it out. So let's open our content drawer. Let's go to the input folder, and let's open this input mapping context because we need to add a button with which we are going to activate our build mode. So let's add a mapping. Let's from the drop down menu, let's just choose this IA underscore build mode, and on this arrow, small arrow, we need to choose a specified button, and I'm going to choose B. I think that that's all right. You can use some other buttons, but that's 100% on you. So let's now close that, and we need to go to the blueprints folder and then open this third-person character blueprint. Let's open full blueprint editor, and on the right side we need to search for input, and we will have this build mode action where we are going to choose the IA underscore build mode. So that's why we have declared a build mode action variable. So now we are choosing what input action is going to be triggered. So now let's compile and let's save our BP underscore third-person character, and I think that finally we can test it out if it works or not. So let's begin the simulation and let's click B, and yeah, actually in the top left corner you will see that our input action is working. So input action build mode is working whenever we press our specified button that we have set up. Basically, yeah, we have did everything that we had for this part. We have prepared for the next part. In the next part, we are going to work on our build mode functionality. So the one thing that you need to do before going into next part is to go to the video description and click on the link where all the building assets are. So just download them and make sure to import them to your project. So like I said, that will be it. We have did all the work that we had. I hope that you enjoyed and that you have understood everything that we have did in this part. And if that is not the case, please make sure to contact us throughout the comments or just join to our Discord server where we can help you even more. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next part.